This just proves what we've already said here for this situation. Lack of communication, horribly disorganized.
Kohberger allegedly stalked one of the victims. That's false. You knew that was false. For anybody who had never heard that before, that question is now planted into them, unqualified representation that Mr. Kohberger stalked one of the witnesses, and that's false. We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122. But we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Hey guys, this is Jules at True Crime Reactions. I just wanted to update you on one of the many FOIAs that I have out there right now, this one regarding Murphy in the animal shelter. Now, we've gone through an entire timeline for Murphy. We've gone over police reports, we've gone over cam footage where it sounds like they finally find Murphy at a certain point after he is lost for a while. There's a lot that we've already gone over here. What I was trying to figure out is if there was any other paperwork besides this pink slip. See, this pink slip is what was filled out when Officer Olson actually took Murphy down to the shelter that day. And this seems to be actually it. And that's ridiculous in my opinion. There should have been something else filled out when Murphy was removed from the shelter. But we hear the person that worked at the shelter claiming they've been there all day and they don't know how Murphy got out. Well, you missed an entire police officer showing up and a whole nother person showing up, having conversations and going inside and getting Murphy and then leaving again. Like, you missed the entire situation that is on record in police reports while you were sitting at your job all day. So what were you doing at your job where you missed this entire interaction and are now calling the police because a dog is missing? That's like a big question here. Let's be serious. We kind of need the answer to that. So maybe if the person at the shelter was readily available and maybe at their post like they should have probably been and obviously weren't, we would maybe have paperwork for Murphy being given back to Jack, at least from the shelter. But we don't. That's why we're here, because we don't. I asked for anything else. I got a response, and she basically said to me, hey, it's a $30 duplication fee. And because nothing else was being offered that needed to be redacted, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be paying $30 for the same pink slip that we already have out into the public. So I asked very specifically, can you verify how many pages this is? What is it exactly? We have seen the pink paper slip below for when Olson brought Murphy to the facility, so I was looking for other paperwork besides the pink slip. I just wanted to verify what this consisted of before moving forward, as it seems there should be paperwork for him being released, along with the paperwork for him getting entered into the shelter. Thanks. And then I sent this little screenshot, and she tells me, no, this is it. That's all that exists. Which is insane, because that means that this is the pink slip that Rosendahl took from the shelter and gave to Lanier according to his report. And the whole owner not being known thing, I still find that sort of interesting, because Jack Tukor and the people at the scene, like other people at the scene, have made it really, really clear that Jack and Kaylee had that dog together. Now, I know at this point in time, like, they don't know if Jack is a suspect or not. And we do know that at one point, he is damn well listed as suspect number 1 on the damn forensic documents. You cannot say anything bad to anyone when they say Jack Tukor was the lead suspect at some time, because it's not defamation. It's not, oh my God, I hope they sue you for saying all these horrible things. It's in the freaking police reports. It's in the freaking forensic reports. Okay, so let's just ixnay all the bullshit right there. And I said, okay, well, I can't blame them for not giving Murphy back to him at the scene, because at that point, they don't know what the hell's going on. They don't know if Jack is involved. So what changed? What changed in just a few hours to where all of a sudden they were like, oh, this guy has nothing to do with anything. We're going to go ahead and give him the dog back. And then we know again, because the forensic record shows it, he's the lead suspect. And you also have to keep in mind that no one forensically examined the dog. They didn't test to see if he had been given anything. They didn't brush through his hair to see if he had any particles on him. They did not do anything with Murphy. He was only at that shelter for a number of hours before being given back to someone who ended up being, at some point, the lead suspect in this case. I have issues with so many things, and this is just one of them, as many of you also have issues with this scenario. But I wanted to give you guys the update because I asked, and this was it. This pink slip is all that they have. But let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this insanity and misorganization and horrible lack of communication down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already, and please don't forget to make sure that the notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.